Hey y'all, I just want to give you a little peek inside what you're getting yourselves into tonight. So I'm going to show you a little bit of everything that I've got. There's something for everybody in here. So we'll start with our young readers, or not even readers maybe, but just little kids. That's Not My Series. There are 35 different books in this series, and it all goes through just some different sensory things, touching. That's Not My Squirrel. Its nose is too soft, and they can touch his nose. And That's Not My Squirrel. His paws are too rough, and they're really scratchy. It goes all the way through until the very end. That's My Squirrel. Its tail is so fluffy, and his tail is really fluffy. My boys love these books. I have a ton of them. Another series is How To. There are 4 books in this series, just going over different things that your little one might need some help getting used to. So, tucking in your sleepy lion. It kind of goes through a normal bedtime routine. It's a little rhyming book. Really pretty colors with some silly words. Wiggle, scriggle, giggle. And then eventually, at the very end, Sleepy Lion is all tucked in. Another fun rhyming books, set of rhyming books are the phonics readers. You can get them individually or in a box of 20, which I highly recommend if you have kids this age. This one's Bug in a Rug, and so it focuses on that ugh sound, and the whole story is based on that. So I need my sleep tonight, says Bug. Tomorrow I start to work for Slug. Bug glugs hot chocolate from a mug, then snuggles up inside his rug. And this one is especially a really cute story. We've got 2 different Billy stories. There's Billy's Adventures, where she is going to preschool and is playing make-believe. And this one, she goes and plays make-believe in a bakery. And it's a story of what all happens, including a disaster and how they fix it. This one, Billy starts, it's a chapter book. So it's a beginner chapter book, so the text is still pretty large. There's 4 chapters. Billy goes to ballet class and has all kinds of disasters, but I think she turns out okay in the end. As you get a little bit older, we have more chapter books, and believe it or not, especially this one, the Gateway series, is for like 9 to 11-year-olds, and I love them. I've read the first 2, and I'm starting on the 3rd one tonight. They're really well written. They're not written down to a 9 or 11-year-old. They keep me engaged. I can't put the books down and can't turn off the light at night. It's really, really cool. In this particular, and there's tons of series for, 5th grade through middle school that are even engaging for older readers. Some activity books. We'll start with our young ones. So we have Wipe Clean activities. All of our Wipe Clean books come with a dry erase marker, and this one is the alphabet. We have uppercase letters, lowercase letters, shapes, numbers, things for them to trace. They could practice tracing their letters, practice tracing the different characters, the different shapes. So working on the fine motor skills of writing and tracing with lots of fun and color as well. And these are reusable, which is great. Another fun one are the sticker dolly dressing, and there's sticker books for pretty much every interest. There's military and princesses and best friends and New York fashion and dream jobs, and so like I said, almost any interest. It's really neat. So there's a scene. So this is the dressing room, and when you go into it, you go into the middle of the book and you find the sticker page, and all those stickers will fit on this page. You can dress the girls up however you want. Like I said, tons and tons and tons of these, and stickers are not just for little kids either. Another activity book for maybe a little bit older crowd are the drawing and doodling books. This is a pocket size. We do have bigger ones, and this one's all about fashion. Like I said, they come in just about any topic. We do have lots of the mandala books as well, and they're beautiful. But this is fashion drawing, so you get to basically design your own purses and dresses and shoes and socks and buttons and just about patterns, everything you can think of as far as fashion goes. So if you're into that, this would be a great book for you. This book I bought for me and my husband when we went to Unplug. There are 20 different pencil and paper games, and there are 10 of each game, so you can have lots of fun. Some of them are classics like Tic-Tac-Toe, or this is kind of like a Connect 4, Battleship, connect the dots. There's one in here that I think is a lot of fun. It's called Sharpshooter. So, and there's instructions for every game. So if you don't know how to play that particular game, let's see if I can find, there it is. If you don't know how to play a particular game, the instructions are really easy. So here's Sharpshooter, and I won't tell you who won that game because I don't want to hurt his feelings. As we get a little bit older, we have lots of to-do books, I like to call them. So this is 100 science experiments. And there's one in here that I think is so fun. And most of these can be done with stuff that you just have at your house. Foaming Monster. It's just the vinegar and baking soda volcano recipe with food coloring and a bottle monster that you can decorate. And I think, you know, if your kids or you like to make a mess, this is a great one. There's all kinds of stuff from electricity and magnets and pressure and all kinds of stuff in science. Another great book of a series of books are big books, with big books of stars and planets and tractors and machines and dinosaurs and all kinds of stuff. So these are awesome because the pictures are fantastic, and there are 4 fold-outs. So this is one of them. It shows you the entire solar system. It's huge. Believe it or not, my 2-year-olds can name 4 of the planets. They know Saturn has rings, Jupiter is the biggest, Earth is green and blue, Mars is red. They can name the moon and the sun. It's really mind-blowing at how incredible these books are. And, you know, this is not something that they're going to put away when they turn 3. This is something that they can read and explore more of as they get older. So we get into rockets and then roaming Mars there. And then at the very end, a new word for this week we have is constellation. And a constellation is a picture made by stars. Last thing for you tonight is How Things Work. This book is our customer special right now. If you spend $40, then you can get this book for just $9.99. And it's kind of a peek inside just about anything you can think of. So simple machines, movers and shakers, getting going, so cars and bikes, and you just lift the flap and there's all kinds of information and pictures about how the gears work on a bicycle or how the engine works in a car. I can find that flap. Pistons, you know. This is my favorite page as a band director. I think this is really cool, and it is very accurate. You know, the trombone slide is right there. It shows you how a pipe organ works, and a piano and a xylophone, and then we get into waterworks, so taps and plumbing and squirt guns and water slides, and there's even a fire truck here at the bottom, and it shows you how the hose works. Things that fly and float, and then kind of up and down. I think this is kind of neat. Now these flaps, all of them are different shapes and sizes and go in different directions. It's really cool. So once again, this is our customer special. Spend $40 and get this one for $9.99.